Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Oroma sende yarabo, ishanta labo, kuri labo, imusandara labo, kuri laba sende. Yahuwah o, urabade yesendero. Yahuwah, Ushandalabe, Yahuwah, Mosandalabe, Yatalabo, Imoseke Yeke, Uraba Sendelebo, Kuri Laba Yedeo, Uraba Sendebo, Urabama Sendeo. Yahoshua, Urabama Sendeo. Yahoshua, Urabama Sendeo. Oh, Yahoshua, Urabama Sendeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Ruach HaKodesh, Uraboseke Yekio. Ruach HaKodesh, Imoroko Yandaraba Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Uraboseke. Ruach HaKodesh, Urabama Yenderebo. Ruach HaKodesh, Yerebo Mosentereo. Ruach HaKodesh, Yereke Yanama Yekebo. Urana Yanama Yekebo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urene Yanama Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urene Yanama Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urene Yanama Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urunama Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urenema Yekeo. Oh, Ruach Urenema Yekeo. Ruach HaKodesh, Urenema Yekeo. Yahuwah, Urenema Yekeo. Yahuwah, Urenema Yekeo. Yahuwah, Urenema Yekeo. Yahuwah, Urenema Yekeo. Yahoshua, Urenema Yekeo. Yahoshua, Urenema Yekeo. Yahoshua. HaKodesh Orinamaya Keyo. Ruach HaKodesh Orinamaya Keyo. Ruach HaKodesh Orinamaya Keyo. Ruach HaKodesh Orinamaya Keyo.
Greetings to the 12 tribes of Yisrael scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom and much love, family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of our Messiah, King Yehoshua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah said unto Yehukanah the Revelator, sealed not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family, decoding end times prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people, house, body for the returning of King Yehoshua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom eternally due all glory, power, honor, exaltation, adoration, wealth, excellence, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the forever pure energy and the DNA of the Yahuwah. All glory unto you, Abba. Yes, we have just sounded again, and we will keep doing this until we see the owner of the house here on earth. Like I always said, and in any movement of Father Yahuwah, trumpet or sound always precedes it. It always precedes every movement of Father Yahuwah. That is why we are doing what we are doing now. In letting you know that the owner of the earth is about to come, that we are the last generation to see the coming of Yehoshua HaMashiach. Just as he said, something big is about to happen. Just as he said in his royal law, Exodus 34 verses 10, he is about to do something unique, a thing that has never ever seen here on earth is about to be revealed. Yes, we are the last generation to see the coming of Yehoshua HaMashiach. Now, what is the use of trumpet? Exactly what I'm saying now, this is how we sound the trumpet. The Ruach HaKodesh said, let him that have ear hear what the signs of the last day is saying. And the signs of the last day is, it is the vision and the revelation and the dream he himself jots down for us. That when we begin to see all these things, we will know the coming of the Son of Man is right at the door knocking. Yes, we are the last generation to see the returning of this great, terrible King, Yehoshua HaMashiach. Now the signs of the last day says something. If you have an ear to hear, kindly hear what the signs of the last days is saying to this last generation.
You can't obviously believe that Watchman, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Prior to this, let us get a precept. Revelation 12:9, as usual. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Are you serious? Yes. Let's lay it all out the way it takes. Matthew 24:24. Here we are. For they shall arise false Messiahs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. This is to make big fool of Satan. His is the very Jesus. Father, once again, I bless you for the lives of the elect, that you are not a man that should lie, neither a son of man that need repentance. And you said, all Israel will be saved from Babylon in these last days. Bless you, Herbert. Mishmaker and people, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of the Jehovah Almighty, in retouching this breathful and powerful message he has already titled for you and me a few weeks ago, called Jehovah Created Good and He Created Evil, Part 6. So today is the final. By His grace, not by my words, but by His grace. As usual, let us set the stage with Deuteronomy 32. I read from verses 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, and my speech shall distill as the dew, and as the small ray upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Jehovah. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. He is the rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment. A Elohim of truth and without iniquity. Just and upright is he. All glory unto Jehovah. Abba Yehovah, Orobo Sanda Labe, Abba Yehovah, Imorobo Sekeya, Abba Yehovah, Gorobo Skarabo, Abba Yehovah, Ima Santa Labe, Yakorobo, Abba Yehovah, Orobo Sabe Yabe, Imo Santa Labo Yabe Yabe, Abba Yehovah, Gorobo Skarabo, Abba Yehovah, Ima Santa Labu Yenterebo, Imorobo Santa Yabe, Imorobo Santa Yabe, Abba Yehovah, Gorobo Skarabo, Abba Yehovah, Ima Santa Labu Yenderebo. Hallelujah. Oh yes, family. It is very much possible you meet with this last part. Meanwhile, you are going to mix a lot. So in order for you to get the fullness of this dogma, kindly listen to part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that you will get the full package of this heavenly breathful message of cleansing. It is the message of the two witnesses to cleanse the elect for the great event that is about to occur. Just as he said, Exodus 34 verses 10, something great is about to happen in this generation. This generation is going to witness something, the power. We have been saying the power, not this crap of the Christendom. No, we have been saying the power of the Most High. Now you are going to see this power we have been talking about with your own eyes. You are going to be eyewitnesses for Yahuwah. Yes, as he said. So today is Shabbat Shalom. Like we already include the Shabbat, the glory of Shabbat into this statement, and the glory of number one we also include it as well, and the fourth almost we include it as well. I'm not going to go deep at all because I have so much to cover. Yes, the numeric code we use on this statement, it is number one. That is the uniqueness of the Yehovah, that his uniqueness brought about heaven and earth together in his governorship. Like he said in Revelation 5, that he created all things for his own use. Yes, every single day he said things in heaven, things on earth, and things under the earth worship Yehovah. Oh yes, people, what is under the earth, like you know already, it is the bottomless pit and also the lake of fire. Don't get it twisted, lake of fire is not yet existing, but right now the bottomless pit is existing as you and me is talking right now. People are under there, be tormented by the torment of the abyss. Yes, it means worship unto Yehovah. Just as a lovely father would discipline his son, when a lovely father said unto his son, do this, or his daughter, if you refuse to do that, so when he is chastising you, he is disciplining you, he will be feeling joyful in his heart. Yes, because you disobey. Therefore, that is what you will get from it. The numeric code number one, Ephesians 4:4-6. It reveals how Father Yehovah is the centerpiece of all things. Yes. Now, Shabbat, as we know already, it is the day of rest, the day for the Yehovah rested. In fact, today is our honeymoon, and we are going to see, as we blend it already, the fourth commandment said, keep the Shabbat holy. For the Yehovah knows something graphic or something dramatic is going to happen in the last day. That was why he said, remember the Shabbat, remembers it, and keep it holy. You know, devil is going to make you to forget it. You know, devil is coming with his madness of Sunday. That is why he said, remember the Shabbat. The fourth homos is dealing with our physical being called melanocyte. And this fourth homos is taking care of our physical being. It has three layers called melanin, melisol, and keratinocyte. And our three layers of body, we also have three layer skins. The first one is epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis. Now, this hypodermis, it is the defense protection from the UV radiation over our DNA strands and our chromosome. He protects it. So, like the tutorial said, when the sun is shining in all its fullness, it said, therefore protect it, cover, so that it won't go from melanocyte into melanoma. Melanoma is skin cancer. And when the sun is really shining in all his brilliance, therefore you need to cover sunshade and use something to cover up your body so that the sun will not do damages to your skin. Therefore, if you fail to do that, instead of protection, it will turn against you. Exactly what the fourth commandment is saying. Exodus 20:8-11, Ezekiel 20:20, Exodus 31 from verses 13 to 17. Maybe I will always love to read the Exodus 31. You see, and Shabbat is doing something likewise, of course. Father Yehovah placed that fault almost in there for our body growth. He's dealing with our physical well-being, and the same with the fourth commandment is dealing with our physical being rested after long day stress, 6 days long day stress. Therefore, rest on the Shabbat. Shabbat, it is a heavenly mandatory day that angels and humanity join together in divine worship. There's no day as today. Today exceeds all days. Today is the crown of all days. Today it is the day of the great king, the Shabbat. You see, but Enoch said, let me read it so that I won't be using my own words. But Enoch said, if you defile it, therefore, you will be put to death. You are not going to hear that from me, but right there you are going to hear from the horse's mouth, the Almighty Yud-Heh and Wah-Heh. I read. And Revelation 12 as well. We include it already. Revelation 12 simply means a sign. And the same thing with Shabbat. That as you read Revelation 12, you will see the sign. And Shabbat is a sign as well. We have more than hundreds of references, but I choose to use this 3 in this subject. I read, speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Shabbats ye shall keep, For it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am Yahuwah that doeth sanctify thee. Today we always transfigurated. You see, because today exceed all days. He said he sanctified us today. That is, cleanses us today. He transfigurates us today. He renewed us today. Okay? Ye shall keep, 14, ye shall keep the Shabbat. Therefore, for it is a holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. Not maybe it will be surely be, not maybe, or not maybe grace will cover somehow. No, surely it is settled, put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that so shall be cut off from among his people. Let me quickly tell you something. 2 years ago, 2005, 15, this son, he put to death, or he cut out of the living 5,000 souls from Pakistan and from India. Altogether 5,000 souls. Yes, because they disobeyed what the melanocyte said, the fourth almost. Therefore, the sun radiation, UV radiation, are put them to death. They will be cut off out of the land of the living. The same thing that Shabbat is doing. Say you shall be cut off from among your people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh it is the Shabbat of rest, holy unto Yahuwah. Whosoever doeth any work in the Shabbat day, he shall surely be put to death. Let it sink in. He repeat it again. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Shabbat, to observe the Shabbat throughout their generation, for a perpetual covenant. Bastard Jesus. Jesus is a bastard. Yes, it is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days for the Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. You see, on the 7,000 years, that is where we are going to be set free from the body of corruption. And Shabbat, it is the sign of it. You see, but Jesus said he done away with it. What would be the use? When he said it is a perpetual covenant, again, Jesus came back and said it's no more perpetual. You see how stupid your Jesus is. So right now, let us quickly look into, this is how far I can go today. Let us quickly look into the the royal law is. Father Yehovah said, I'm going to judge you according to what I heard from you. Sunday keeping, it is the greatest abomination in the royal law. Ezekiel chapter 8 from verses 13 to 17. You will see right there that men have turned their face to the altar of Yehovah. Right, they were in the temple, but they now face the sun. They now begin to worship the sun. Exactly what the Christian is doing. They carry the royal law. They are calling and say, we know the Most High, but they turn their back to the real thing of the Most High, and they now turn their face to Jesus, the Jesus, the Babylon, and the mark of the beast system. Yes, this is the willpower. That is the knowledge of the good and evil. Father Yehovah created good and he created evil. What was the evil he created? The willpower. You can do things my way. You can do things your way. You are 100% free to do things your way. But you are 0% free from the consequences. You have 100% chance to make a choice. But you are 0% chance to face the consequences. That's all we are talking about here. So right now, let us see what the royal law is before we go into our mystery of angels. So we already see the nature of the problem. Isaiah 5:20 said, they call evil good and they call good evil. You see, light, darkness, they call darkness light. That is the problem of the nature. This is why Father Yehovah is releasing the seraphims these days. Seraphims is on their way. Yes, to put to death 1/3 of mankind. Now, what is the royal law? Point 1. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yehovah and his people Yisrael. Point 2. It outlines how the marriage is to be lived out, and its stipulation what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3. Its precept describe how the marriage won't function. Point 4. Its word pictures tells what marriage life won't be like. Point 5. Its judgment describe how each of the partners would relate to each other. Point 6. For either party to violate this agreement, violate the marriage itself. Point 7, for the groom promised never to violate it, because the groom is Yehovah himself. He has never broken his word. Yes, we keep saying this, that he don't have the appetite or the strength to violate his word. No, he is not an arrogant maker. That is why we are all saved. That is why we all have the 100% guarantee that we are saved, because he cannot say yes today and tomorrow he say no. Not like this man Jesus that said Shabbat is a perpetual covenant, that said again, now come and say it's no more perpetual covenant, it's not Sunday. Do you see how stupid your Jesus is? So this is how we know that he's a very stupid demon. So right now, this is what the royal law is for, that we, the bride, sometimes we fall because of the body of corruption. We fall into mess. This is what the grace is doing. It will dust us, it will dust away that mess, and it will keep moving us on. This is who we are as the people of the book. We will never deny the right thing, even though the body of corruption is playing wicked part, yet we still recognize that Father Yahweh is holy. We need to keep his word. We will still recognize that. You see? So this is how far we can go. So right now, we see the body of corruption. Why Father Yahweh created good and evil. We are going to look into all the scripture. Like what we stopped the other, about 2 days ago, we see that the seraphims, the fallen angel, we see that serpent and the devil, they are two different entities. That is why I cannot keep repeating it. That is why you need to watch all, so that you will understand what we are talking about here. We have come a long way in this subject. So right now, the serpent, it is the father, it is the ghost fire of the Christendom. Why? The devil is the beast, the mark of the beast is playing the part, because the work of serpent, or Isaiah chapter 6, we see that seraphims in the Hebrew simply means burning ones. That is in plural. Now in singular, it means seraph. Seraph in Hebrew simply means fiery serpent, or a flying fiery serpent. And we also unveil that serpent, the mystery of serpent, it is Yehovah's DNA. Let me quickly show you something I forgot. Devil stole, serpent steal this away from me so that you will not get a clue. Let me quickly show you this. So now this is what we meant when we are saying, as I say in this subject, that serpent, it is for the Yehovah DNA. Serpent, the DNA mystery. Do you see, this is the beginning of human. Do you see how human being begins? It looks like a snake. So this is what I'm supposed to show in the other clay part 5, but serpent steal it away from me. You see, but however, we are still on the matter. It's not yet too late. Luke chapter 1, you can read from 26 to 35. Matthew 1:20, you see, the first woman was being impregnated by the Ruach HaKodesh. And Ruach HaKodesh, it is the leader of the seraphims. It is the blessed one. It is the fire. It is the very one that burns over your head, as Isaiah 6 said. You see? So this is how far I can go. When you meet only this, you are not going to get included at all. But I just want to put it for the sake of the ones that are ready, that always followed my message, so that they will understand what I'm saying. So this is, you see, this is the beginning of life, right in the uterus. Do you see? He looks like a snake. Yes. Serpent simply means fire. It is the highest order angel in heaven. It is the DNA of the Yehovah. It is their blessed one. You see, when the Ruach HaKodesh came in Acts of Apostles chapter 2, he came with fire, their blessed one, the burning ones. That is the meaning of seraphims. They are the burning ones. And we also see when this fiery fly serpent came in Numbers 6 to 9, we also see how he killed multitude. It was a fiery flying serpent. That is the highest order angel. The seraphim is the highest order because they stood above. The one that circle around Yehovah is called cherubim. That is the office of Satan, cherubim covering angels. And King Yehoshua is the chief cherubims, while the Ruach HaKodesh is the chief seraphims, and while Michael, he is the chief archangels. So these are the three sections of angels. So right now we thought about the serpent. We distinguish serpent from the devil. Devil is a covering. Devil is play part of Messiah, while serpent is play part of the Father. I can't when I release the second message, it's really waging war, but that never matter because my message is for 10 generations to come. My message is not just for this generation alone. Is going to be going on, not even 10 generation. It's going to be going on until the first heaven and the first earth is no more. So it is for generation to come. It's not only for this generation. So I don't care what the devil is doing or what the serpent is doing, the abadedo. I don't care. You see. So he said no one has ever seen him. The very day he said I'm going to block it, no one will watch it. No one has ever seen me. I will pour fire on you. Again, the Ruach HaKodesh let him know. You know you are no more a fire. Why are you deceiving yourself? She knew already you don't have fire anymore. You are only being soaked with the blood of your children. That is why you now become the red dragon, soaking the blood of your children, sucking their blood. You see, so this is what I want to show you. So right now, let us go into the second part, the fallen archangels and the seed of serpent. So right now, who is Deimos today? Demons are the archangels, once archangels, just like Michael. They are the demons today. We see that. Let me call the references before we go into it. Leviticus 16, 21 to 22. Enoch chapter 10, verses 8. Mark chapter 5, 1 to 20. 1 Timothy 4, 1. James 2:19, Matthew 12:43 to 45, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, 19 to 21, Acts of Apostles 19, 30 to 16. So right now, I don't think we will be able to go into all, but let's start with the Leviticus 21 to 20. Here we are. And Aaron shall lay both his hand upon the head of the Azazel goat. Listen, Azazel, the fallen archangel. We will also go into the book of Enoch. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the Azazel goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions in all their sins, put it there upon the head of the Azazel goat, and he and shall send him away by the hand of a fat man into the wilderness, and the Azazel goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities unto a land not habited, and he shall let go the goat into the wilderness, into exile. Yes, Azazel goat. Azazel was watcher, and you see his name Azazel. That is El. It still refers unto Yahuwah. So right now, let us go into the book of Enoch, chapter 10, verses 8. You will see why the goat, before Messiah came, why all the sins of the Israel should be confessed upon the head of Azazel goat. Why? I'm sorry, it's not Enoch 10, 8. It's Enoch 10, verses 12. So I read, Enoch chapter 10, I read verses 12. All the earth has been corrupt by the effort of the teachings of Azazel. To him, therefore, ascribed the whole crime, all the sins. You see, so Azazel will also see when we come into their teaching. We will also see what Azazel did. How he corrupted the whole world. This was once powerful archangel that become demons today. So right now, let us proceed. So here, Mark chapter 5 is from 1 to 20, but for the sake of time, I think I'm going to read from 2. Okay, it's okay. And they came from verses 1, and they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country, and when he was come out of the ship, immediately, he's talking about Messiah, immediately there meet him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains has been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man bind him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Yehoshua of afar, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice, and said, what have I to do with thee, Yehoshua, thou son of the Most High? I adjure thee by Yehovah that thou torment me not. For he saith unto him, Come out of him, thou unclean spirit. They are the unclean spirit, they are the demon. And he asked him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion. You can't count this demon, for we are many. So you can keep reading. You see, so you can't count them. When they come, this demon, what are they doing now? The fallen archangels, what are they doing? They are also walking with you as if the holy angels. The holy angel is carrying us everywhere. So this is the job of these fallen archangels. They are also carrying, and when they come into you, they will carry you all everywhere. They are doing all things with you. Just as the holy angels is working with us. This is how demons, they are once archangels, but this is how they are also working with you. Give you some kind wicked revelation. They are the one working with you. So this is what they are doing. After they use you, you see what they did to this man? That he was yet alive, but he was sleeping in the tomb, grave. Spiritually, that man is already in the grave. Exactly what they are doing. When you go through here, if you are being possessed, keeping all this nonsense Sunday and all this Easter demonic feast, know yet that this is what these angels, fallen angels, is doing with your spirit. Bind you in the graveyard, right in the spirit realm. Let's prove some more. Now, James 2:19. Thou believest that there is one Elohim, one Yehovah. Thou doest well. The demons also believe and tremble. You see, right, go. So let's proceed. Here we are, 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the truth, giving heed to seducing spirits. These demons, they are the one that is seducing you to believe crap. And doctrines taught of demons, and the doctrines of demons. You see, all your prophets, all your nonsense, the demon that resident is in them, they are the one that is ministering to you through them. You see, they have doctrine that is being taught by demons. This is their job. They were once archangel. Exactly what the holy angels is doing with us. This is what the fallen archangels is doing with the disobedient children. You see, they have teachings taught by demons, speaking lies. Verse 2, in hypocrisy, having their conscience sealed with hot iron. You see, so let's proceed. These demons, their heart is sealed with a hot iron. When they entered you, your heart also will be sealed with hot iron. Let's proceed. Now, Matthew 12:43-45, I read, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walked through dry places, seeking rest, and found it none. Then he said, I will return unto my house, from whence I came out. And when he is come, he found it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he and take with him 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there, and the least state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto this wicked generation. This is Messiah himself talking. That when this demon come, you see what they are doing? They will make your life wretched. They will embalm themselves with you, so that you will go into eternal damnation with them. That is their ministry. That is their mission. Exactly what I saw in the visions. They are unclean spirit. They are demons. They call the royal law call them unclean spirit. He called them demons. You see, and demons, these are the fallen archangel. They call them watchers. They are watchers for the Yahweh set over the soul of man to walk with them. But when the seraphim and the cherubim are rebel, which is the serpent and the devil, therefore archangel also fell. And without these three sessions, there is no way they can carry out also their mission here on earth. So these are the three sessions, powerful angels in heaven. Now today in the Holy One, Ruach HaKodesh, he is the chief arch-seraphim. And King Yehoshua is the chief cherubims. And Angel Michael is the chief archangel. Exactly the way Father Yehovah have it, the same thing with the system, the governing system of the serpent. And serpent is the father, devil is the Messiah, and the demons are the one that is doing this wickedness in the Christendom, resident in them. And they are being assigned to them to serve them. Just as a holy angel is being assigned unto us to serve us, they say all these demons is being assigned to third part of mankind today to serve them. You see how they are serving you? Engraving your soul even while you are still on earth. Your spirit is already in the bottomless pit. These are the job of the fallen angels that is revealing nonsense to you. Let's proceed. He said the state, the present state of that one is going to be worse than before. What does that mean? That is these demons. When he come with another 7 wicked one, they are taking you now right away to the lake of fire. You were once here on earth, you were still having a hope. But when the demon it came out of you, maybe by the someone ministration, or you hear the teaching of Messiah and you did not put into practice, just like the Christian now, and you return back to your vomit, what is going to befall you? The more wicked demon is coming right away with another 7 wicked one to bind you even more stronger than the before. Your present situation is more worse. Your present situation, what does that mean? It is the link of fire. Your destruction now is concluded. Let's proceed. Now, 1 Corinthians chapter 10, I read verses 19 to 21. What say I then? That idol is any thing or what? Or that which is offered in sacrifice to idol is anything? But I said that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons and not to Yehovah. And I will not ye, and I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Ye cannot drink the cup of Yehovah and drink the cup of the devils. Ye cannot be partakers of Yehovah's table and of the table of the devil. What is the Christian sacrifice? Because Christians, they are Gentiles. He said what they are sacrificing, they sacrifice to idols, to demons, to devils. He said we the elect, he don't like us to have fellowship with them, because what they are offering is not unto Yehovah, but unto demons. You see Sunday, it is unto demons. You see Christmas, Easter, their father, mother, whatever theirs, their January fair, it is sacrifice unto demons. It is the celebration of demons, of devils. He said, I don't want you to be a part of it. 22 said, do we provoke Yehovah to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? Are you? Will you be able to stand before him and want to fight? He said, therefore get prepared for war. That would take us to the next step. Now let's proceed now. Now, like I promised, I said I will also pick about 7, like I did with the holy angels from the book of Enoch. The same I also do with the evil angels. I also pick about 7 names of the fallen archangels, which was once called the watchers. So I'm also going to call their name, and you also see their days, how they are the names on their deeds, what they are doing. Enoch chapter 8, I read, say, moreover, Azazel taught men to make swords, knives, shields, breastplates, the plates, the fabrication of arrows. You see, he is the one that taught. Azazel is the author of confusion on earth, and and the workmanship of bracelets and ornaments, the use of paints, the beautifying of the eyebrows. He taught women prostitution. He taught women also abduction, how to abort, not to give. He also taught women. Well, there's no time to go into that. Okay, Abra, and the use of stones of every valuable and precious select kind, and all sorts of dyes, so that the world became corrupt. That is the job of Azazel. Now, number 2. Okay, verse 2. It said impurity increased, fornication multiplied, and they transgressed and corrupt all their ways. That is the teachings of Azazel. Corrupt all their way. Let me first of all call all their names so that I won't made a mistake. Azazel, some Jazel, Kokobel, Erikel, Shamisel, Sariel, Bariel, Bariel. You see, this is the name of the 7 that I just picked. So let me go into what they are doing. We talked about that of Azazel already. Okay, now chapter 3. Amoros taught all the sorceries and the dividings of root. America, all the dividings. Okay, I'm sorry, I take it again because it's like I made a mistake somewhere. So let me repeat it again. We have dealt with that of Azazel. Some Jazel taught enchantments and root cutting. Amoros, the resolving of the enchantment. Now, what is enchantment? Spell. This is the 2 spirit that is working in the Christendom. They are miracles. You see, some Jazel will cast the spell. It will enchant you, bewitch you. Then who is the resolve? He said, Amoros is the resolving of the enchantment. Do you see that some Jazel will cast the spell? Whatever, it can kill you, it can give you any skin disease, it can give you any sickness after he have attacked you. Therefore, Amoros is the one to heal you. This is the light wonders Apostle shall speak about. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, you can read it. And this is the light wonders. This is the deceiving miracle Messiah himself speaks about in Matthew 24. This is the mark of the beast wonders Yehukanah speaks about in Revelation 13. Amoros. Oh, my Father, I bless you, Father. This is awesome. So that is the job of Amoros and some Jazel. They are the one that is working great wonders of deception in the Christendom that makes us carried away. Now, Kokobel taught astrology. You see, astrology, the zodiac, the constellation. Kokobel, the constellation. Ezekiel, the knowledge of the clouds. Arekiel, the science of the earth. Shamisel, the science of the soul. Horobos karabaye, abaye Yehovah. Horobos karabaye, horobos karabaye, abaye wagi masanta labo yendebo. Ambaya wa imoseke yabe rambosende o imosende bo yabe imasante lobo yabe ambaya wa gorobo skarabo ambaya wa imasanta labo yenderebo. Oh, my Father. You see, so if you are going to be casting demons, these are the demons you will call and rebuke. These are the archangels. They were once watchers. You see all their deals. You see what their Saint John's Chamisil is the signs of the sun. Horribles Karaba, the sun, day, Sunday, they fell. All of them fell on Sunday, all of them. The seraphims, the cherubim, the archangel, which are demons today, the cherubim, which is devils today, the seraphim, which is serpent today, they fell first day of the week. The very day, therefore, that is the beginning of time. Initially, Father Yahweh never created no time. But as soon as these deities, entities fell, therefore, that marks the beginning of time. And Sunday, we call it, the royal law calls it, first day of the week. But devil now say it is Sunday. Serpent now call it Sunday. Serpent now gave it now to his children to commemorate the day they fell from glory. It is awesome. Yeah, it was commemorating. So keep commemorating it. And see where that is going to land you in the link of fire. You say Sunday, it is your day of rest. Have it. So we proceed. Now we are going to the last point before we go to prepare for war. How Father Yahweh is using all these demons to work with you now. Who is the seed of the serpent? Genesis 3:15, John 8:32 to 42, Enoch 15, and Enoch 16, Matthew 15 to Matthew 15. Matthew 7:15 to 27. They are the Christendom. They are the Islam. They are the synagogue of Satan. And they are the unbelievers, the pagan. They are the seed of serpents. And they are doing the works of their father. Just as Messiah said in John 8. Let's start first with Genesis 3:15. Genesis 3:15, I read. And I will put, maybe I will take it from 40 or where? Yeah, where it calls the father of the Christendom. 14. And Yehovah Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above all every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust thou shalt eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. The seed of serpent. They are the disobedient one. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. The seed of serpent. When you go to Genesis 4, you will see the action of the seed of serpent. What are the seed of serpent doing? I will brief you later. The seed of serpent is in every family. Messiah said, enemies of a man begins in his household. And we see the enemy of Abel, the righteous Abel. His enemy was right in his household. Who was his enemy? It was the so-called brother. He murdered him. These are the works of the seed of serpent. They are in our household to murder us, to pass every. I will give you also a brief visual I saw about the seed of serpent in the family. I will brief you what they are doing. Yes. Now John 8, I read from 40 to 44. You can read is from 32 to 44. You know, Messiah was dealing with the seed of serpent here. Yes, because they were claiming that Father Abraham was their father. Messiah now said, that is what you think, but you are the seed of serpent. Yes, because our mother gave birth to the seed of serpent. Now I read, but now ye seek to kill me, a man that hath told you the truth, which I have heard of my father, of Yehovah. This did not Abraham. Ye do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication, and they will be born of fornication. Yes, serpent have sex with the woman. This is where they came from. You see, they are defending themselves. They will not be born of fornication. No, your father, it is the serpent. We have one father, even Elohim. No, your father is serpent. Now the Messiah want to point to them who is their father. Yahushua said unto them, if Yehovah were your father, ye would love me, for I proceed forth and came from Yehovah. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do ye not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father the devil. The lust of your father ye would do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of all liars. Shabbat is perpetual covenant. And you see this devil also come in this last day and say it's no more perpetual. He have never hold on to the truth. He always killed. He killed the righteous Abel in Genesis 4. And that is the works of the seed, the serpent, to kill us. Yes, that is what they are doing. So right now, let us go to the book of Enoch, chapter 15, and see what Father Yahweh called them. This seed, the serpent. See what the name he gave to them. Let's proceed. Now I read the book of Enoch chapter 15. And he answered and said to me, I have heard your voice. Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man, and scribe of righteousness, approach hither and hear my voice. And go say to the watchers, devil is so shameless and serpent is so shameless. After they are falling, they now said to Enoch that he should help them to intercede. He should go and plead their cause before Yahuwah to forgive after you have sex, have children. You are stupid. I read verses 2. And go say to the watchers of heaven who have set thee to intercede for them. You should intercede for me, and not me for you. Wherefore have ye left the holy? Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven? Why did you leave it? Left it, and lay with women, and have sex, and defile yourselves with the daughters of men, and take it for yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begat giants as your sons. And though ye were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, you have defiled yourself with the blood of women, and have begotten children of men, have lusted after flesh and blood, and this also do who die and perish. Therefore I have given them wives also, that they might impregnated them and begot children by them, that thus nothing might be wanting to them on earth. Because he's saying that marriage is for flesh, not for angels. No, it is an abomination. I didn't make it for that. I only make sex for husband and wife here on earth, the flesh, so that they don't want anything on earth. But yeah, we are formerly spiritual, living the eternal life, and mortal and immortality for all generations of the world, and therefore have not appointed wives for you, and for has the spiritual ones of the heaven. In heaven is their dwelling. And now the giants who proceed from the spirit and flesh shall be called evil spirits. All these people you are seeing, they are evil spirits that see the serpent. Evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from the bodies, because they are born from men and from the holy watchers. In their beginning and primary origin, there shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. As for the spirits of heaven, in heaven shall be their dwelling. But as for the spirits of the earth, which will be born upon the earth, on the earth shall be their dwellings. And the spirit of the giant afflicts. This is what the message Father Yahweh gave to the spirit of the giant. That is the seed of serpent. Listen now. 11, then I take it again. And the spirit of the giants, that is the evil children that see the serpent. He said, afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth, and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger, and test and cause offense. They are the one that is provoking people. You will just get offended when someone speak. These are the work. Father Yahweh assigned them to do that because they are evil spirit, and those spirits shall rise up against the children of men and against the women because they have proceeded from them. Did you see the work for the Yahweh assigned unto them? So right now we are going to see, this is from the book of Enoch. It said cause confusion, trouble, war, do battle, afflict, attack, cause offense, hunger, thirsty, destruction. That Yahweh gave unto them. Why? Because they proceed from the holy watcher, once holy watchers, and from women. Said that the fight and said, oh, the day I made this place, I wept for serpent and for Satan and for the fallen angel. I wept for them because they lost eternally. They lost eternally. So right now, let's proceed. Let me just read the chapter 15 before we go into our own Bible, because this one maybe you are not going to have it, the book of Enoch. So I will read from your hearing, from the very Bible you are carrying, the work for the Yahweh assigned for that. That is the next part we are going on. How he is using this evil spirit to work with the Christendom. Yes. He said, I will judge you according to what I hear from you. That's strong delusion. That's what we are going to look into now. So I read chapter 16. From the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirit have gone forth, shall destroy without inquiry. Without inquiry, judgment thus shall they destroy until the day of consummation, the great judgment in which the age shall be consummated over the watchers and the godless, yea, shall be wholly consummated. And now, as to the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, who had been affirmate in the heavens, aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries have not yet been revealed unto you. What did you know about me? The mystery in me you have not yet known. You are only seeing the face of queen or princess on Facebook, but you don't know who I am. You don't even know the real me. And the days are coming when you will know who I am, the real me, the glorified me. What for the Yahweh made me of. Yes, you have not yet knew nothing. As for the watcher, they thought they knew all the secret of the Yahweh. For the Yahweh said, you don't even know nothing. You have been in heaven, but all the mysteries have not yet been revealed to you. And you know what less. What did you know about me? You know once a sinner, you knew once a sinner, but you have not yet seen the glorified me. You have not yet seen the new body of me. Get ready to receive me, because a new beast is about to come out of me. A glorified body is about to come out of me. The bodies of heaven is about to come out of me. What did you know about me? The picture you saw on my profile, that is my filthiness. That is my filthiness, the body of correction. Now you are going to see the new me, the bride of King Yehoshua HaMashiach. Yes, the queen of the king. The one you know it is worthless one, watchers, devils, serpents, demons, see the serpent, useless miracle. Those one you knew it is filthy. He said it's worthless. What you know about me is worthless. And those, let me take it again, I love you. He said, all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you knew worthless ones. And this in the hardiness of your heart, you have made known to the women. And through these mysteries, women and men worked much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, you shall have no peace. That is Enoch chapter 16, Area 50 and 16. You see? That's all. When they know that the serpent knew that he is the DNA of for the Yehovah, and devil knew he is the covering cherub, is the light, the luminary to lighten the whole world. He was the light of Yehovah to lighten the whole world, and all the angels are watchers, watch over the children of the Most High. When devil now said that, yes, I am the light of the world, therefore what I'm going to do, Isaiah 14, 12 to 15, he now begin to take this thought in his heart, right in Eden's garden, in Ezekiel 28, 11 to 19. He now go to the seraphims, they are the burning ones. He now deceive the seraphim. He now also go to the archangel. He now deceive them. There, the seraphim, which is the highest order of angels in heaven, now declare war. He now fought and drew third part of angels down to the earth, because they thought now, yes, I'm the DNA of the Yehovah. You are the light, you are the water. So me and the Father, you are the Messiah, and the other one is the water. He said those things, are worthless. Now let us proceed now. Orabaseke, Imarabayende, Koribalabahende, Mo Santalabuyende, the strong delusion. That is what we are going to look into now. You have it in your Bible. Let's go. Quickly, let me brief it. I'm going to brief it because I want to talk about this strong delusion. In fact, I don't know how it fits in me. I want to expose the devil once again. It feels so good to expose the wickedness of Satan in the Babylon where my brothers and sisters is. Yes, you see, they see the serpent. How they do? What are they doing? How are they walking in our house? Messiah said, the enemies of a man begins in his household. Now, how are they walking? They always betrayed us, like Judas betrayed Messiah. Now, I was in my mother's house. I was going to the Holy Land. This vision was just last year. I was going to the Holy Land. I have my ticket, I have my visa, I have every single thing already. My luggage, I took the things that I need and I'm going to use in the new land. And the old ones are not cast it into the pit. I don't want it anymore. Therefore, I showered. So as I was just showering, there is a seed of serpent in our family, and she's a woman. She was just watching. Now, how are they watching? Their eyes is monitoring camera. Their eyes, when I now look at her eyes was a camera recording every of my steps. And her mouth is a walking mobile phone. Oh, that as her eyes is recording it, her mouth is moving up and down. Radioing somebody, just like the walking talking or the forces or the authority is using. They used to radio one another when they are far off. This one can radio the other one can speak. Yes, they communicate through that walkie-talkie, a mobile cellular. Exactly the way our mouth is. Our eyes were just camera. So when I see that our mouth is speaking what our eyes is recording, and I took my luggage. First, I was in my mother's room, and I took my luggage and my things. I said I want to go and hide in my grandmother's room so that she would not see me anymore. When I now went there, she also knew, of course, that I was hiding there. Therefore, she now called her father the serpent. Before you knew it, her father the serpent landed already. He met me right away in my grandmother's room. Because I showered already, I was just to put on my garment and just go and take my flight back home to the Holy Land. Now, when her father came, her father now said, "Hey, young lady, I really like you. Yes, can I have a word with you?" And I said, "Excuse me, sir. I'm going somewhere. I don't have that time." He said, "No, I like you. Is it wrong to talk?" I said, "Yes, sir. At this moment, it is very important for me. I don't want to speak a word of the." I said, "This is distraction." So when the man said how arrogant and so violent I was, he now grabbed me. Our father, the serpent, is a rapist. He grabbed me, he wanted to rape me. And I said, "Don't do this. Don't do this. I take a shower already. I am a married woman. You will be stoned to death because the royal law says so. Don't overpower me." He said, when a married woman is being overpowered by other man and defile her and have sexual relationship with her, he said that man must be stoned to death. I said that Ruach HaKodesh will stone you to death if you don't leave me. This man was still trying to have sex with me in that vision. I was quoting before you knew it. Fire now go. Fire never descended my mother's house, but fire now goes to his company. Fire now goes to his office. That one of his agents from there now radio him and said, Daddy, there is fire in the house, fire in the office, fire in the company. Please come over to quench this fire. That was how he left me. He now run away. He pulled his trouser already. He's walking cellular mobile phone. He left it. He even forgot his trouser. He ran out of my grandmother's room naked. He's going to quench the fire. So when he left, this seed of serpent in the family now began to speak. He now left. When he left, he stayed my body when he was trying to refundle me. He now left his trouser and is walking mobile phone in my grandmother's room. So now his seed now begin to speak. He never knew he left those mobile phone in my grandmother's room, and I was there. She now began to speak and said, Daddy, you should have let the office, the company, and the house burn to ashes. We can do it again because this moment is very important. She's about to break through. She's going back home, and I don't want her to go back home. I don't want to lose. I don't want you to lose. When she leaves, it's going to be a great loss for you. It's going to be a great loss for you. As she was just talking, I was listening. She never know that her father forget the walkie-talkie in my grandmother's room. And I say, yay! So this is how you are passing our information to your father to come and relay us and stop us and abort our miracle. So this is how you are doing it. I didn't pick I was just listening to her recording and everything. Right now she's about to go. Well, and I say that she's really still monitoring me. And now I say, Father, I don't know, because I was not afraid. So that I don't miss my friend. And I say, Father, please help me. Make a way for me where there is no way. If I run outside, she will see me. If I also want to park the back side, she will see me, because now I'm going to my elder sister's place because I need to take a shower again. I need to dress up because her father refunded me. So right now, as I made that prayer, before I knew it, the wall of in my grandmother's room that just opened for me. And I just passed through. I never passed the back or the where she can see me, or the front where she can see me. I just passed through the wall, and I run with my luggage to my elder sister's house. When I run there, I run into the room, my elder sister's room. I put my luggage there, and I run to the bedroom to shower again because there was a stain in me. So I said, now she don't know where I am anymore. So as I finish shower and I put I was about, because the flight is about to come. Now the flight, I was supposed to go to airport. Due to the short time, the pilot now said, don't worry, you are playing your own part. I'm going to pick you right away in the place of your sister. So that was how the flight just came to me. And again, I used this word of Enoch. As I said, and the flight was blue, heavenly body. And as I saw this flight, and I say, yes, this flight is being sent on account of me to take me to the Holy Land. I'm going back home. No more pollution, no more body of corruption. So that was how I just put on my garment. I took my luggage. I entered the flight. We flew there to the Holy Land. You see, so this is the work of the seed of serpent in the family. And this serpent, the seed of the family, is a long vision. She has been aborting these wonders again and again and again and again, that I will just see myself carry my luggage. I will stand in the gate. I want to go to the Holy Land. Before you knew it, something would just pull me backward again and again. It would drag me back to the camp of the enemy again. So this is how they work. They always pass information. They see the serpent. They always pass information to their father to put us in band. So this is how briefly I can go for you. I just want to give a clue, because by His grace, I have knowledge of all these things. Father Yahweh, allow me to pass through it so that I will know. Now, let me quickly say this. When I was about to go, when Father Yahweh now prompts me to talk about the differences between the seraphims, the cherubims and the archangels. So after that, when you now also open my eye, I now understand that there's differences between serpent and the devil. Serpent is the dragon, a devil is the Satan. Serpent is playing the part of Father, while a devil is playing the part of Messiah. And while the fallen archangel, they are the demons, they are playing the part of the angels, but they fell already. Now, as I was about to talk about it, so and I just go into Word Dictionary or Google. I just type it, the physiology of serpent. As I type it, the physiology of serpent, everything appeared. And I click image and I begin to watch everything. Could you believe serpent have a male servant have two pinocks, double pinocks? And as they brought out all this the physiology of serpent, and I also see some man that is having two pinocks, human being, man. They have two peanuts. Some is side by side and some is double on top. Two peanuts. Just as the serpent was also having two peanuts. The same thing with these men. Most of them were white men and black men also. They have a double penis. And I said, what is this? Double penis? How possible is that? Because serpent is having two penis. All males serpent, they have two penis. And I also see men, black and white, also have two penis. Does this not remind you of something? I reserve this to the sons of the kingdom and to the daughters of Zion. That where did the devil get the two serpent have that two penis? He stole it from the first man Adam. Remember, Father Yahweh made the private part of a woman and her anus for sex enjoyment. He said to say that they don't want anything on earth. He really enriched sex. Father Yahweh really enriched sex powerfully. So that is the glory the serpent steal from the man. That man is not having one. That is the vision I saw. Because woman is having the both side. Father Yahweh make the anus and the private part for sex activities. He never make the anus for to be passing out waste. No, there was nothing waste in the Garden of Eden until the fall of man. Every food there was perfect. You don't need to digest anything. Whatever you eat stick in you. We were in Eden's garden. We were eating the food of angels. Angel don't toilet. Angel don't have no color to pack out fixes. They don't have no digestive system up to date for all eternity. But they have food. We see that our forefather ate the bread, the food of angel, right in the wilderness, the manna, in Exodus chapter 16. So there was nothing waste in Eden's garden until the fall of man. So Father Yahweh did not make in the first place the anus for waste. No, he make it for sex activities. The first man was having two penis. That is what the devil stole. Do you know how devil serpent don't die? No, when he grow old, that is when he grow old, he will transfigurate again and become a young baby. It becomes so young again. That is what he stole from men. It will become so young again. Have you seen that? I've seen it different occasions. Yes, the serpent will grow old. Snake will grow old. Before you knew it, he will transfigurate to become baby again. That the old skin will be pulled out of him. Yes, that is who we are before. Serpent stole that glory from us. But it will be restored back unto us. So that two peanuts I saw from serpent, I also saw from his children. He also stole it from the first man. Yes. So right now, let us see the strong delusion. Strong delusion. How is Father Yahweh using the evil angels to work with the Christendom? I want to prove some points. You can take it. I beseech you, let me rush. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the coming of Yahushua Mashiach, and by the gathering together unto him, that ye be not so shaky in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as the day of Yahushua is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. Falling away first. You see how falling multitude has already fallen, and that man of sin shall be revealed, the son of perdition. That is the beast that is about to be revealed now, who opposed and exalt himself above all things that is called Yahuwah, or that is worship, so that he as Elohim sit in the temple of Yahuwah. He already set himself in the temple of Yahuwah, showing himself that he is the Elohim. Remember here not that when, okay, I proved that already, so let me proceed now. I think to 7 for the mystery 6. And now ye know what, okay, no, let me, for the mystery 7, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Even in the days of Apostle Shaul, over 2,000 years ago, the mystery of iniquity. What is mystery? That is, wickedness is working as righteousness. It is mystery how this iniquity are these days. It is mystery. That is what Christianity is seeing as righteousness and miracle. They are nonsense. It is iniquity, but it is mystery. It said, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who is Will let until he be taken out of the way. He is talking about the Ruach HaKodesh here, because the devil want to reveal the beast, but the Ruach HaKodesh is pushing him back until the appointed time. So when he is being taken out of the way, hell will break loose on earth. That is the great tribulation is about to occur. And then shall that wicked be revealed. You see, when the Ruach HaKodesh is being taken away, then the wicked will be revealed. He said, then that wicked be revealed, whom Adonai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yes, even he whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness and of deceivableness of unrighteousness. What you don't see the miracle the Christian is doing? Amoros and Saint Jazel. One will afflict, the other will resolve it. Deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, because they did not receive the truth in love. Therefore they will perish. For this cause, listen now, the strong delusion. And for this cause, Jehovah shall send them strong delusion. Strong delusion. This is not simple one. Islam is simple one. Christianity is a strong delusion, people. It's very strong. And it's from Jehovah himself, not from serpent, not from devil, not from Allah, from Jehovah. He said, therefore, Jehovah shall send them strong delusion, very strong one, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be doomed, who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. You have pleasure on Sunday, no more Shabbat. You are believing lie. Yes, Father, your work sending a strong delusion. What is the strong delusion? Do you see the miracle Christ Akindame is doing? Benny Hinn, TB Joshua, Suleiman, all of these garbage people, all the Christians, you see the miracle they are doing. That is the strong delusion. To believe a lie. Let's proceed to the evil spirit now. Evil angel, half of the you see now how he's using to work with the Christendom. So let me first of all the scriptures before we go into details. Genesis 2:9, Father Yahweh created evil. Genesis 2:9, Isaiah 45 verses 7, Amos 3:6, Isaiah 54:16. Yes. So that is the strong delusion. Father Yahweh did it before, he will repeat that act again. Yes. Proverbs 30:30, that was the problem of the nature. That is the nature of the problem. Isaiah 5:20, yes, call it good evil. And this very art we are talking about is very applicable to all the Christendom. Yes, Hebrew 38, Malachi 3:6. Yes, Father Yahweh changes not. Okay, your food is being poisoned. That we know already. So right now, let me call the evil spirit for you. Now we are going to the part of the evil angel. How Father Yahweh is using to work with you. Okay, Ezekiel, the dwelling of Satan, Ezekiel 18:11-19, we see that Father Yahweh said, Ezekiel, I said there that devil was full of wisdom, but did not corrupt his wisdom. And the sons of Solomon, and First King 10:5-12, and 10 again, 23-24. We see that King Solomon, that same wisdom, Father, you want to use it to bless Solomon. How did it happen? The seed of serpent now also corrupt that wisdom. We see how devil pumped into the life of King Solomon just to corrupt that wisdom, as he also corrupt his own wisdom. He now pumped 1,000 wives, maybe only one is for King Solomon. He now pumped all that 999 wives almost to Solomon, just to corrupt that wisdom, just to corrupt it, just the way he corrupted his own wisdom, the same way he also did to King Solomon. He corrupted that wisdom, because Solomon was awarded with that same wisdom, that the whole world was not coming to Solomon to hear out the wisdom of Solomon. But devil corrupted it by sending all the daughters of Jezebel, the daughters of hell, into his life. So that was how they corrupted. So right now, as Psalm 79:49, 1 Kings 29, 1 King 22, 19 to 23, 2 Thessalonians, yes, 9 to 11, I read it already, Judges 9, 23 to 24, 1 Samuel 15, 14, 1 Samuel 18, 10, 1 Samuel 19, 9, Exodus 12, 23, Revelation 9, 1 to 11. Yes, these are the working part of the evil angels. So right now, let us go into Psalm. Yeah. So now I read Psalms 78 verses 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. You hear, Father Yahweh send evil angels among the disobedient children. So let's go for another. So now I read 1 King 22, I read from 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahuwah. I saw Yahuwah sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And Yahuwah said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and others said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before Yahuwah and said, I will persuade Ahab. This is the evil angel. Listen now. And Yahuwah said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Wherefore, and now, therefore, behold, Yahuwah hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and Yahuwah hath spoken evil concerning thee. Oroboseke mashantalabobo korilabayende orobosikalabayantorobo. You see, Ahab, if you keep reading, Ahab go into war and die, because Ahab supposed to be a king, and devil the seed of serpent was Jezebel in his life. Therefore, he not turned the heart of Ahab into serpent, his father, her father, that Ahab now begin to worship idol. Father Yehovah now said, okay, now it is time to die. He now sent for evil angels, evil spirit to deceive him. He now go into war and he died. Let's proceed. This is what he's doing with the Christian. That Sunday is your day of rest. Have it. Strong delusion. Now here we are again in Judges chapter 9. I read from 23. Then said, there Yahuwah sent an evil angel between Abimelech and the man of Shechem. And the man of Shechem dwelt treacherously with treacherously with Abimelech, that they created done to the 70 sons of Jerubbaal might come, and their blood be let upon Abimelech, their brother, which slew them, and upon the men of Shechem, which aided him in the killing of his brethren. What happened here? Abimelech, the men of Shechem were evil. Well, Father Yahweh, he now sent evil angel to enter them to begin to slew one another. He's doing it these days. Let's proceed. Now, 1 Samuel 18 verses 10, I read, and it came to pass on the morrow that evil spirit from Yahuwah, not from Satan, evil angels from Yahuwah came upon Saul, and he prophesied in the midst of the house. And David played with his hand, and played with his hand as other times, and there was a javelin in Saul's hand. You see, Saul wanted to kill David because when the evil spirits come upon him, is tormenting him. You see, where I really want to read, evil spirit came. You see, as evil spirit come upon, what did he do? He now begin to prophesy rubbish. He now begin to prophesy nonsense. Evil spirit speaking through you now. Lying spirit. Let's proceed. Now, 1 Samuel again, 19:9. And the evil spirit from Jehovah was upon Saul, as he sit on his house with his javelin in his hand, and David played. And he's okay. That is what I just want to read. Evil spirit troubled him. We proceed more. 1 Samuel again 16, I read verses 14. But the spirit of Jehovah departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from Jehovah troubled him. Oroboseke. What did he do? For the Jehovah, as soon as the spirit of Jehovah left, evil spirit from Jehovah, not from devil, it troubled Saul. Do you see how the evil spirit from the Jehovah sent? Evil angel that is working with the Christian. Do you see how he's troubling them? He's disgracing them? He's making us know that they are possessed. Prophesy is not coming. They are having sex. They are a thief. They are stealing from the word of Almighty Jehovah. They are fornicating. Do you see how the evil spirit is troubling them? And 15. And Saul's servant said unto him, behold, now an evil spirit from Jehovah troubleth thee. Strong delusion. Sunday is your day of rest. Have it. Strong delusion. We proceed. One more. This is the few I choose so that I go into. For the Jehovah said, prepare for war. Is coming for you. Seraphims is about to come. They are on their way coming. Now, Exodus 12, I read from 23. For Jehovah will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the little and on the two side posts, Jehovah will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your house to smite thee. Who is the destroyer? Let's go to the Revelation chapter 9. In Hebrew, the Abaddon means the angel of death, and the angel of death is the Abaddon. And the angel of death is the red dragon. Like I said in the part 5, why is it not red? Because this angel, this seraphims, which is seraphims in plural, simply mean burning ones. Isaiah 6 in singular simply mean fiery serpent, seraphs. Now, this serpent is no more a fire. There is now a red dragon, because now it's soaked in the blood of humans. He's soaked with that makes him red. He is drinking on human's blood and he is feeding on human flesh. He is the destroyer, and destroyer in Hebrew, in Greek, simply means the destroyer. Abaddon in Greek means the destroyer. But in Hebrew it means angel of death. In Genesis 3, for the Jehovah said unto the woman, unto the man, the day you will touch that tree, you shall die. Abaddon is the death, the seraphims, the serpent is the dragon, is the death, is the Abaddon. So let's go now to Revelation 9. You see, the destroyer, he slew every firstborn of the Egyptians, and is also on his way coming. So one more scripture about the evil angels. 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 13 to 15, before we go into Revelation now. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Messiah. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also being transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their deeds. This is what Messiah says, I'm coming to reward you. I will reward every single one according to your deeds. Christianity said they are under grace, they are not under law. No, 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 we don't have time for the works of the law. Just confess with your mouth and believe in your heart. That is it. But Messiah said, I will reward you according to your works. We still do works, people. He said, I'm going to reward you according to your works. You don't have the works. That is why your works becomes workers of iniquity. They see the same paint. Now let's proceed to Revelation 9. Revelation chapter 9. I read, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star, this is the Abaddon, fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air was darkened by the rising of the smoke of the pit. What is going on here? Here is the anti-Messiah, the first and the second beast, which is the Sharia law, the jihadists, the Islam Mahdi. The Quran is the smoke that darken the sun, darken the air. Yes, it is the Quran that arose from the bottomless pit. These are the resurrected demons, 200 million demons that is going to do this great destruction for this great tribulation. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not sealed for the Yahuwah on their forehead. This seal is going on already. We have Yahuwah, Yahushua on our forehead. But the seed of serpent is having Jesus. That is when you go to Revelation 14, we will see the name of the Yahuwah sealed on our forehead. Also Revelation 7. But when you go to Revelation 16, you also see a seal of the mark of the beast, which is Jesus, the mystery name in the head of Babylon is on their forehead, is also on their hand. That is the mystery. But you will soon know. Let me tell you, that guy that they call Jesus or whatever never exists. That is coming to the earth to make peace. That guy never exists. That Messiah never exists. That Elohim never exists. The Elohim that will come to make peace with the earth, it never exists. Like the Christians is letting you to see, it never exists. So we are going to see now. Let's see if Jesus come, whether he's going to drink cookies, whether he's going to eat cookies and drink tea with the Christendom. Is going to be soaked with your blood. It's going to be soaked with the blood of the seed of serpent. That is why it's being called red dragon. And we see the dragon handle his power, his seat, and his great authority unto the first beast. And the first beast now also passes it on to the second beast. If you see the disaster that is about to come now, this is not a year to dread nobody. But if you are worthy of life, put your life in order. That is what we are talking about. You see? So these are the seraphim. He said to them, it was given that they should not kill them, but they should torment them 5 months. 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of the scorpion when he struck a man. In those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shape of the locusts were unto axes prepared unto battle, and on their heads was as a well crowns like gold, and their face were as the face of men. You see, they're not turned to men, because this locust or this serpent is going to enter into man to wage war. That is the war. Father Yahuwah said, prepare for war. And they had and their hair. Okay, let me go out of that place. Yes, there's a place I want to read. It's from 13 now. And had, excuse me. Okay, the part of Abaddon. Here we are now. 11. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue had his name Apollyon. And Apollyon in English simply means destroyer. You see, so Abaddon is the destroyer. Euphrates River is dry. You can read Revelation all night. It is the prophecies of this very moment we are. You see? So Father Yahweh said, prepare for war. Let us see that how he wants you to prepare for war. People want things. People want to hear lazy way out of things or fleshly way out of things. They don't want to keep things the way it is. No, now the way the royal law is, they just want lazy way out of it. The Christendom. Now, Father Yahweh said, prepare for war. Zephaniah 3, 6 to 9. Joel 3, 1 to 14. Luke 12, 49 to 51. Luke 22, 36 to 38. Yes, so only the God of Christianity is saying there will be peace in this end time. But that God never exists. We are decoding the end times prophecy. That guy that is coming with peace, no. But we will see that. If the Yahweh is going to eat cookies and drink tea with the Christendom. So right now, let us see one more. Now Psalm 66 verses 5, I read, come and see the works of Yahuwah. He is terrible in his doing towards the Son of Man. The World Trade Center. He is terrible in his doing towards the Son of Man. Over a week ago or 2 weeks ago, about how many people believe died that the way the car hit them, all of them burned alive. Come and see the doing of Yahuwah. He is terrible in his dealings with the Son of Man. Come and see. Prepare for war. Prepare for war. Now our last point of angels, the good angels and the bad angels. The point 26, it is angels cleanses the earth. Read Matthew 30. You will see how angel is bothering, how the good angel is going to join with the good bad angels in cleansing the earth. But then we'll start it first, then the holy angel will conclude it. So let's go into that of the Yahuwah prepare for war. Now Zephaniah 3, 6 to 9, I read, this is for the Yahuwah talking. I have cut off the nations. Their towers are desolate. I made their streets waste, that none passeth by. Their city are destroyed, so that there is no man, that there is none habitant. I said, surely thou wilt fear me. Thou wilt receive instruction. So their dwelling should not be cut off. Howsoever I punish them, but they arose early and corrupt all their doings. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahuwah, until the day that I will rise up to the prayer. For my determination is to gather the nations, the Gentiles, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of Yahuwah to serve him with one consent. You see, because now we are divided. So right now, after you have cleansed the earth, angel cleanses the earth. And the final cleansing, it is for the filthy angel is not going to be a part. It is the final cleansing. It is King Yahushua and his children, Revelation 19. And his children, that is the Yazrael, Revelation 14, 1 to 5. That is the Yazrael. They are the stars of heaven. They are the stars of heaven. That is why I said, get ready to meet with a different beast. All the quotation I gave to you, it said Yazrael. I will read some part for you. For the Yahweh say Yazrael is his battle house. They are going to join with their Messiah, King Yahushua Mashiach, to cleanse the earth, and with the high angel Michael, Hevrel, or Raphael, Uriel, Raguel, Sarakiel, all of them, Ramiel, all of them is going to join together in cleansing the earth. That is the Matthew 13 downwards that I just gave unto it is the end of the matter. You see, the filthy angel right now is going to first of all do away with their own children. The great tribulation. They are going to first of all slew them. The red dragon will see much blood, even while is in the prison in the abyss of fire, because his seat is being given to his son, the devil. So the final cleansing is this from the holy angel, because Yahweh is a star. We see that in Revelation. The crown of 12 stars in the head of the woman. That is Yahweh. They are the crown of the 12 stars. They are the stars of heaven. They are angels. A heavenly body is going to be given unto us. Not the female. Excuse me, I'm not going to war. I will just be in the kitchen of my husband, like they said we should do. While the male of Yehudi will go along with the Messiah. Revelation 14, in doing this great battle, they are the stars. So let's get some proof. Now we are here, the book of John chapter 3, 1 to 14. Let me see if I can read all, or I just skip some, not in sensation or in sensation. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Yehudim and Jerusalem, I will gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and we plead with them there for my people. You know why this great destruction is coming? Because Father Yahweh is hungry. You are defiling. The seed of serpent is defiling the chosen ones. He said, for my people and for my heritage, Yisrael, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. You see, the synagogue of Satan rested in the holy land, and they desecrated and now legalized homosexuality. Tel Aviv is the top gay pride city in the whole world. The holy city legalized prostitution. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, and that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Philistine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temple my goodly pleasant thing. You see how they carried the royal law into the temple of Jesus, the Jesus, the Bible, and took us the gold and silver of Yahuwah to be worshipping and bowing down to others. Wow, prepare, Yahuwah says. Get ready. The children also of Yehudim and the children of Jerusalem, you have ye sold into Grecians. Yeah, Grecian is the Babylonian, that ye might remove them far from their burden. You remove us far from the truth, and you not fed us with Babylonian. Behold, Behold, I will rise them out of the place where ye have sold them, and will return your own recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Yehudim, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans and to people far off. For Yahuwah has spoken it. That is your whatever you sow, you will reap. Devil, Satan, the devil, and serpent, the dragon. Whatever you sow, you will reap. You see the serpent. You see the serpent. Now it is our turn to slay you, to send you into the abyss of destruction. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Exactly what I'm doing. Revelation chapter 9 said, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare for war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw nigh. Let them wake up. Wake up your Azazel. Wake up your Amorous. Wake up your Sanjazel. Wake up your dragon. Wake up your serpent. Wake up your devil. Wake up your Mahadim. They are your armies. Wake them up. Father Yahweh said we should proclaim it to you Gentiles. Beat your palo shells into swords, and your pruning hooks into spells. Let the weak say, I am strong. He said, let Azazel say, I am strong. Let the Christian say, I'm strong. Let Islam say, because you are to compare you with Yahuwah, even to compare you with the men of Yehudim, you are really weak. You are weak. But he said you should see yourself that you are strong. Because if you are not looking for Yahuwah's trouble, you shouldn't be defiling his Shabbat. You shouldn't be taking his good things, pleasant things, into the Babylon and bring his sons and daughters to be worshiping Jesus the Jesus? No, he said, awake, he said, say to the weak one to get ready for battle. That is what we declare unto you now. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye Gentiles, and gather yourself together around about. Cause the mighty men to come down. Oh, Yehovah, let the Gentiles be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the Gentiles round about. You see, so I will stop here for the sake of time. Put here in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Yeah, I will stop at it. For the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fat of overflows, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Jehovah is near in the valley of decision. He made it already, the valley of Yehoshaphat. That is where he's going to bury. He said he's going to take us, Yazrael, the men of Yehudah, the men of Yazrael, 7 months to be burying the dead body of the Gentiles in this very place, the valley of Yehoshaphat. So right now, let us see on that part. Now, Luke chapter 12, I read 49 to 51. I am come to set fire. This is Messiah talking. Because both Messiah, both the real one and the fake one, no one is coming to drink cookies. They are coming for war. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I, if it be already kindled? Even when he came those over 2,000 years ago, he said he wish is already kindled. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how I am strengthened till it be accomplished. Suppose ye that I come. Suppose ye that I come. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division, war. You see, this is Messiah himself talking. His second coming is war. Now we'll proceed. Again, Luke 22, 36 to 38, I read. Then said he, it is Messiah that is also talking. Then said he unto me, but now he that hath a pulse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Oh, my Father, Jesus is coming to rapture the Christendom. We shall see where that rapture is going to take place. He said, if you don't have sword, make sure you sell your garment and buy one, because it is time for war. For I say unto you that it is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoned among the transgressors, for a transgressor, for the things concerning me have an end, and now is the end. And they said, Adonai, behold, ye are too short. And he said unto them, it is enough. Meanwhile, he was saying unto them, it's not yet time. Even though you have it now, keep it for yourself. It is not yet time. It is for appointed time, end time. He said they have end. It is the end time we are going to use that sword. My baby, keep it for now, okay? We will use it at the end time. So if you don't have one, better sell your garment and get one, because it is time for war. This is the end time. We'll proceed. Now, again, Jeremiah 51 from 20 to 24, I read. Or 19? Yeah, 19 to 24. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Yazrael is the rod of his inheritance. Jehovah of hosts is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations of Gentile, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms, and with thee will I break in pieces the oxen and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider, and with thee also will I break in pieces men and women, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young men and the maid, and I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of ox, and with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers, and I will rather enter Babylon, and to all the inhabitants of Chaldeans, all their evil that they have done in Zion, in Zion, in your sight, saith Yehovah. You see, get ready to meet with another Yazrael. You are going to meet with a different beast. A different beast is getting ready to come out of us. Not the women, excuse me, it is our husband we are talking about. Okay, so this is the war. Father Yehovah said, prepare for war. And he have already sent you a strong delusion. So you have, of course, no one will deliver you. You will perish with this strong delusion. But his children in Babylon that you are polluting and you are defiling, that is the problem here. You see the dwelling of Satan, like he said, Ezekiel 28. Here is the dwelling of Satan. Can you imagine all kinds of 9 diamond stones was being built, used to build the dwelling of Satan. But Satan said that isn't enough. The simple said that isn't enough. They said they want to overthrow for the Yehovah. They just want to become Yehovah. Do you see how wicked human beings are? Do you see how wicked the dragon are and his children? What did the children of the dragon serpent also did to us today? They said Jesus is coming to rapture them. They are not going to go into war. They will, the choosing, the elect is the one to go into war. In another way, they said they replace us. That is their teaching now. That the Gentile, you filthy things, you are not represent a holy choosing of Yehovah. You see, our father is not like your father. Your father is full of lies. That is why there is no truth at all in him. It's left and right business. You see, 9 precious stones, Ezekiel from 11, 9 precious stones were used to build the dwelling of Satan. Can you imagine a house? Just imagine it within yourself. A house is being built with 9 precious stones, diamond. All the blocks were diamond. He said, okay, let me quickly read it if there is a time. Moreover, the word of Yehovah, Ezekiel 28 from 11 to 19. So moreover, the word of Yehovah came unto me, saying, Son of man, take up a lamentation upon the king of Tyrus, and say unto him, Thus saith Yehovah Elohim, thou select up the son full of wisdom, and perfect in beauty. This is Lucifer we are talking about here. And thou hast been in Eden, the guiding of Yehovah. Even every precious stone was thy covering, his house. The sardis, the topaz, the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, and the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold. You see, the worshipper of thy tabrets, and of thy pipes were prepared indeed. And in that day thou was created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth, and I have said this so. Thou wast upon the holy mountain of Yehovah. Thou hast walked up and down in the midst of fire, in the mountain of stones of fire. Thou wast perfect in thy ways from the day thou wast created till iniquity was found in thee. Do you want to know the iniquity that was found in him? Go to Isaiah 14, 12 to 15. You will see the iniquity. It said, by the multitude of your merchandise, thou hast filled the midst of thee with violence, and thou hast sinned. Therefore, I will cast thee as a prophet out of the mountain of Yehovah, and I will destroy the old Calvary cherub from the midst of the stones of fire. You see, so let me stop there because for the sake of time, I need to worship my Father. I thank you. Family, stay in tune for in the midst of the week. There is another powerful topic. Father Yehovah has blessed me with. I want to impart it in you. Stay in tune in the midst of the week. So in the midst of the week is going to be a very wonderful topic.
Eri Masandebo. Eri Masandebo. Eri Masandebo. Rabo Sandeyalo. Rabo Sandeyala. Isandeyala. Monsandebo. Monsekebo. Bushantala. Burenebo. Hey. Eri Masandebo. Eri Madelebo. Eri Mayantubu. Eri Mayebo Sekebo. Yeah. Yahuwah. 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 Hey. Eri Masandebo. Yantulubu. Bulunseyi. Kari Boloseya. Bushatala. Yantulubu. Hey. Yahuwah Yantulubu. Yahuwah Yantulubu. Bule Sandola Masandalabo. Meseke Yandalabo Sandalabo. Bushandalabo Yandarabo Sandalabo. Kuraba Yandarabo Kusendebo Yandelebo. Yandelebo Yandelebo Yandelebo. Eri Madelebo. Eri Masekebo. Eri Madeleya. Yahuwah. 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 Rabo Sekeyekeyeke.
Yes, Father, bless with the voice of Psalm 29. Family, say in tune in the midst of the week, there is another powerful topic coming out for you for cleansing. This is the message of the two witnesses. We are already playing the part already before they will come and take over. Stay in tune. This message is going to be of a happy hand also for you because we are in the land of Babylon. And we need a message like this to be cleansed in these last days, so that we will not mix our Messiah, the very one we are belonging for. Shalom, family.